So if you have addition, what's the inverse? What operation undoes addition? What operation undoes subtraction? What operation undoes multiplication? And what about division? The inverse operation is multiplication. So it's just like this. So these are three factors we need to go over before we solve an equation. The variable, the operation is performed on the variable, and the inverse operation. How do we undo that operation? Okay? What's the inverse operation of addition? Subtraction. What about subtraction? What about multiplication? What the inverse operation of division? Multiplication. Now, on the whiteboard, I would like for you to solve this. X plus 4 equals to 12. Come on, Christina. Do this while I'm taking the attendance. X plus 4 is equal to 12. Okay. Maximum. Jermaine here, Luis, Jose is not here. Gustavo is not here. Ben, Jennifer, Lavana. Savannah here, Christina, Calissa. Natalie. All right. So my operation is what? First of all, what's your variable? What's your operation? What's the inverse operation of addition? So what do I subtract here? So I subtract 4 from where? Both sides. To keep my equation balanced, whatever I do on the right side of the equal sign, I do the same thing on the left side. So those cancel out. I have x equals, what's 12 minus 4? 8. Now I'm going to double check my answer. So what do? Hey, put a cap on if you don't use this one. So where's my... Can you switch this? How do I check if I got the answer right or wrong? I'm going to substitute the value of x in my original equation. You would like to stay in the front? No, I think you need to go behind Savannah. Okay? If I substitute here, if I place x for 8, that's going to be 8 plus 4. Is that equals to 12?
Yeah.
Yes, so this is the right answer. Okay? Because the right side is equal to the left side. All right. Now, divide your board into 4 equal sections and start doing this, please. Pay attention. Determine your variable. Determine your operation and do the inverse operation. Wait. Are you serious? Yeah.
Yes, again.
What do you have in this period?
Huh?
What do you have?
Attendance hours.
Okay. Are you finished?
No.
Yes, are you finished, bud? No? One more minute. Do you have enough? Okay.
As we had it open.
Yeah, so what's the inverse of adding negative 2?
Yeah, well, it's J, well, awesome.
Change it to minus negative 3. Plus minus negative back to back. Minus negative back to back plus.
Oh,
It's plus. So it's 12 plus.
no, what about the awesome J? Awesome must be J plus equals.
What's that?
All right.
For a week. You would have
All right, please pay attention to me now. So for the first one, first of all, what's my variable? And what's my operation? Addition. What's the inverse operation of addition? So I'm going to subtract how much? 9. Why do I subtract 9, not 3? What's my point of subtraction? What do I need to do with that variable?
You need to figure out how much equals 3.
No, why do I subtract 9, not 3? Because I need this m to be what?
By itself.
By itself. Good. I want to isolate the variable. Keep it by itself. Okay, so I get rid of everything around it. That's why I subtracted 9, not 3. So now 9 minus 9 is what? And s. What's 3 minus 9? Do we have enough? So my answer is going to be what?
-6.
Okay, if you have -6 for this one, put the star by it. Good job. Now this one is tricky, the second one. Because, first of all, let's go over the same process. What's my variable?
J.
What's my operation?
Okay.
What's the inverse operation of addition? So I'm going to subtract how much? What's minus negative back to back? That's plus, right? So those cancel out. Now, so J is what? What's 1 plus 3? How many of you are still confused? Organize your thinking, okay? The inverse of minus, or sorry, of addition is subtraction. Subtract the same number, but I know minus negative is a big plus. So if you have 4, good job. Put star by it. Are you confused?
Because we, no, it was a plus.
We don't change the number, we change the operation. Minus, plus minus 6. All right. If you go to the third one, first of all, Max, what's my variable? What's my operation? What do I mean? Operation. What do you see here? What's the inverse of addition? Subtraction. So I'm going to subtract how much? Good. I'm going to subtract 4. But since it's an equation, I have to keep it balanced. What do I do on the right side of the equal sign? I do the same thing on the left side. Since I subtracted 4 from here, I do the same thing here. Now, G, those cancel out. What's negative 12 minus 4? Negative 16. To start by it, do it with the calculator. If it's hard for you, to get it out. Andre, what's my variable? No, the variable is the letter. C. What's the operation? What am I doing? Am I adding, subtracting? I'm talking about the original. Add. So what's the inverse of addition? Good. So I'm going to subtract how much? Good. Now, whatever I do on this side, what do I do on the other side? Same thing. Just cancel out. What's 0 minus 5? Okay. How many of you are doing good on this one? It's not confusing. Oh, yes? So good? Blessings? Now, subtraction. I would like for you to try this, guys, now. Erase the board and do this, please.
You said that. Oh, negative 13. Yeah, it was a net. No, I'm not saying.
Do you have a calculator, Mr.?
No, I do. Yeah, but I know what it is. I thought it was a regular 13.
Okay, no.
Yeah, but that's why I got 20.
Good.
But actually, it is 13.
You don't have to do the negative sign.
Actually, so let's see, 3.
Just do the negative. Start with the numbers first.
That's a blank 6, right?
Okay. Then you add 7.
Is it 6?
Have more negative than positive. All right. Let's go back to the equation and go over the process. First of all, what's my variable? Y. What's my operation? What's the inverse operation of subtraction? So I'm going to add how much? 7. Those cancel out. So Y is, with your calculator, that is negative 6. Okay, you have more negatives than positive. Now, how do I double check my answer? What do I do? How do I know that if my answer was right? How do I double check? Substitute. Take the value of Y, substitute it for Y. So that's negative 6 minus 7. Is this negative 13? Yes, so this is negative 6 is the solution. So the right side is equal to the left side. All right, now do this, please. Divide your board into 4 equal sections. And do one at a time. Good job, guys. I love hard workers. I love this period. Seriously, I love it. All right. Let's go over the answers now. Just follow up with me, please. If you have it wrong or you don't know why I did it like this, let me know. Okay. So if we go to the first one, and blessings, what's my variable for the first one? What's my operation?
Subtraction.
What's the inverse operation of subtraction?
Addition.
So I'm gonna add how much?
3
3. Good. Now what do I do on the other side of the equal sign?
plus
Good. Now those cancel out. So F is how much? What's negative?
negative.
You have -2. You have more negative than positive. You have it right. Start by it. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Alias, what's my variable? What's my operation? What's the inverse operation of subtraction? How much? Good. Do the same thing on the other side. And it's how much? Good. Telissa, what's my variable? What's my operation? What's the inverse operation of subtraction? You add how much? Good. Now those guys cancel out. What's -2 plus 8? Have more negative or more positive? Okay. Natalie, what do I do here? Not Natalie, I'm sorry, Savannah. What do I do here, honey? Add 11. Good job. Now those cancel out. So M is how much? All right. How many of you got these answers? All right. Excellent. Excellent. All right. All right. Now, with multiplication, I would like for you to solve this now. Okay, now first of all, Ben, what's my variable? What's my operation? What's the inverse operation of multiplication? What do I divide by? -6. Good. The number N is sign. So from here, A is how much? What's 12 divided by -6? Is it 2 or -2?
Negative.
Now, how do I double check my answer, Jennifer? What do I need to do? I'm not sure. What do I do? Substitute. So -6 times -2. Is this 12? Yes. So this is -6 was, sorry, -2 was the answer. Right. All right, now do this, please.
That's negative 3x. That's negative. What do you do? If it's negative, we divide by how much? Right? No, you need a calculator, mister.
You have one? Yes?
Do you want to enter the negative side? I'll show you. So, yeah, good. No, you enter the number first, then the negative. No, it's negative 3, okay?
Did you finish dinner?
Did you finish all of them? Where's yours? Devon? Where's your answer? Where's yours, Linda? Did you do them all? Okay, can I double check?
All right, let's go to the first one. Now, first of all, what's my variable here? What's my operation? What's the inverse operation of multiplication? So I'm going to divide by how much? To isolate the variable, so that's A equals how much? 10. That's right. Sorry. You get negative 6 from this blessing?
No,
What did you get?
negative 20.
Negative 20?
21.
Why? Did you add 3?
I did minus.
Minus 3, but this is multiplication.
Oh,
So we need to divide, right? The inverse. Jasmine, what do I need to do here? Good. See, there's multiplication, so I do the inverse. I divide by negative 4, both sides. Okay? Now those cancel out, so n is how much? Right? Yes? No? Now, if you go to this one, what do you do here, Ben? See, so it's multiplication, I do the inverse, I divide by 5. So n is how much? Okay. Now listen, you do this for me. What's my operation?
divide to,
No, before that, you do division. What's the original multiplication? Multiplication, operation.
multiplication.
All right, so what do I do? Do I do multiplication?
Divide
By how much? How much?
by 2.
Why? How much is this number?
Negative
So it's negative. Okay, so x is how much?
1.
That's negative 1. You can calculate to do that, okay? Alright, so b over 2 equals negative 10. What's my operation? Variation. What's going on between b and 2? We're dividing. Now, organize your thinking. What's the inverse operation of division? Multiplication.
answer.
This is B divided by 2, right? Okay. What's the inverse of division? So you have to multiply that.
Oh, it's B divided by 2, not 6.
So what's the inverse times 2?
Got it? All right. Now, when it comes to the fraction, sometimes it's confusing. But when you organize your thinking, it's going to be easy. So what I say, what's B divided by 2? What's the inverse of division? So I'm going to multiply by 2, both sides. Okay? 2 went up, went down, cancel out. So B is how much? Negative 20. Okay? Now I'm going to double check my answer. I placed negative 20 for B. So negative 20 divided by 2. Is this negative 10? Yes. So negative 20 is the right answer. Okay? All right, do these now. Is enough for all of them?
I can write small. I just prefer writing big. It's just scratch paper.
You understand it? Okay. You got it back. This one you're just gonna multiply 3 times 6.
Hey guys, it's not about the answer. You have to be very specific with the sign. So if this answer is 36 and it has to be negative 36, I can't give you credit about it because this is what I'm emphasizing, the sign. Okay?
How do we get out of it?
27.
Somebody's already. You guys go to lunch after this.
Negative 2 times negative 5. Okay, we're gonna multiply negative 5 both sides. This is your original.
Yes, you
All right. Put this up, please. So for the first one, I'm dividing by 3. So the inverse operation of division is to multiply by 3. Do the same thing on the other side. Now B is 18. All right. You start by if you have tried. Now this one you're dividing by how much? What are you dividing by, Denali?
4 or what?
What are you dividing by?
X.
Ah, come on.
Talk about.
So I'm talking about the variable is what? X. The operation is, I have this, that means division. Dividing by what?
-4.
So how do I undo dividing by -4?
What's my?
By what? Good. So this is what I'm going to do. All right.
Now negative 4, 1 up, 1 down, cancel out. So we have x is negative 36. Okay? Jalissa, how much did you get for this one? Negative 10? Let's do it. I know this is dividing by negative 5, right? So I'm going to multiply by negative 5. Those cancel out. What's negative 2 times negative 5? It's positive 10. Pay attention, Jalissa. Okay, use a calculator. Carla, how much is that? Negative 8. Any question? Doing good? All right. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to pass out these packets. We're going to start it in the class, but this is going to be your homework, okay? So it's a review for the first, for today's lesson and tomorrow's lesson. Don't lose it, okay? This is your responsibility. So I'm going to pass them out. You don't need the white board, the markers. Please put them back. You don't need them anymore.
Today.
16. Yep.
All right, come on, guys. Luis. Okay, come on, guys. You need to work on the first page for now. Should be easy. We're gonna finish it. Yeah, I would like for you to go over it. No. The first goes. So when it comes to the last page, leave it.
You're right. I probably should. A thing goes off and I'm okay.